Hey there, YouTubers. So I happen to have gotten up early again. Apparently I did not break or put my hard-earned reset circadian rhythm to waste. But I currently do not have a specific task on mind to accomplish at the moment, and I don't want my early morning energy and strength to go to waste just like that either. So why not read some books and build up some momentum for some more cold call sessions later on. Yeah, so without further ado, as promised, before, I kind of, notified you guys that I would read you guys through, another book called The Richest Man in Babylon. Sometime before, I suppose, when my grandma was still alive with me. But I suppose now is the time to resume reading and pushing forward with my shitty life. So without further ado, let us get to it. And yes, the good news is, this book is also apparently copyright free. So yeah, let's get to it. The Richest Man in Babylon, The Secret Success of the Ancients. The most inspiring book on wealth ever written by George S. Clason, or George S. Clason. I don't know how to pronounce Clason, or I should say it's Clason, but we'll find it out later. When money is the medium by which earthly success is measured. Money makes possible the enjoyment of the best the earth affords. Money is plentiful for those who understand the simple laws which governs its acquisition. Money is governed today by the same laws which controlled it when prosperous men thronged the streets of Babylon 6,000 years ago. Really? I didn't know that. Well, according to the Bible, ancient Babylon has around a history of maybe 3,000 or 4,000 years ago. But why this book says it's 6,000 years ago? Okay, never mind. Lo, money is plentiful for those who understand the simple rules of its acquisition. 1. Start thy purse to fattening. Control the expenditures. Make thy gold multiply. Guard the treasures from loss. Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. Ensure a future income. Increase thy ability to learn. By the quote unquote from The Richest Man in Babylon. Read on for more. Fatten. What does fattening mean? Let's look up the dictionary. Fatten. Fattening food contains a lot of fat. Really? So fattening. Start thy purse to fatten. Oh, I see. Yes, it means to make your purse more fat. Okay. Yeah. What can a book written in the 1920s tell modern investors about their finances? A whole lot, if it's George Clason's delightful set of parables that explain the basics of money. This is a great gift for a graduate or anyone who seems baffled by the world of finance and the wonderful, refreshing read for even the most experienced investor, quote unquote, from Los Angeles Times. Ahead of you stretches your future, like a road leading into the distance. Along that road are ambitions you wish to accomplish, desires you wish to gratify. To bring you ambitions and desires to fulfillment, you must be successful with money. Use the financial principles made clear in the pages that follow. Let them guide you away from the stringency of a lean purse to that fuller, happier life a full purse makes possible. Yeah. Sounds highly ambitious and uplifting. Stingency or stringency. Is it? Let's check. Let's look up Cambridge Dictionary here. According to oops, so let me adjust the screen a little bit. Cambridge. Oops. So I got a bit distracted. So, some stringency. Stringency. I don't think the dictionary, or a stringency, not stringency. Stringency. The quality of being very strict, severe, or limiting. Stringency. A situation in which not enough money is available for borrowing as a result of firm controls on the amount of money in the economy. Greater financial stringency is needed to eradicate inflation from the economy. The report called for at least another year of economic stringency. So it basically means not enough money. Never mind. Yeah, let's read on. Ahead of you stretches your future, like a road leading into the distance. Along that road are ambitions you wish to accomplish, desires you wish to gratify. To bring you ambitions and desires to fulfillment, you must be successful with money. Use the financial principles made clear in the page that follow. Let them guide you away from the stringency of the lean purse to that fuller, happier life a full purse makes possible. Like the law of gravity, these laws of money are universal and unchanging. May they prove to be for you, as they have proven to so many others, a sure key to a fat purse, larger bank balances, and gratifying financial progress. So this book is written in the 1920s, and how I don't suppose they had net banking technologies back then. But why does the author say a larger bank balances? maybe yes, there was balance sheets and whatnot back then. Nonetheless, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason, a signet book. Published by New American Library, a division of Penguin Putnam Incorporated, 375 Hudson Street, New York, 10014 USA. Blah 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 blah. Printed in the United States of America. So forward. The Man Who Desired Gold. Forward, The Man Who Desired Gold, The Richest Man in Babylon. 7 curses for a lean purse. Meet the goddess of good luck. The 5 laws of gold. The gold lender of Babylon. The walls of Babylon. The camel trader of Babylon. The clay tablets from Babylon. The luckiest man in Babylon. and historical sketch of Babylon. So the foreword says so as the following. Our prosperity as a nation depends upon the personal financial prosperity of each of us as individuals. This book deals with the personal successes of each of us. Success means accomplishments as a result of our own efforts and abilities. Proper preparation is the key to our success. Our acts can be no wiser than our thoughts. Our thinking can be no wiser than our understanding. Well, that might not always be the case. For example, some well-trained athletes, they can act and react to a bunch of scenarios, usually without any thinking. Their body reacts a lot quicker and a lot in a lot wiser manner than their brains. That's still, in some cases, some pilots, some drivers of certain heavy machineries, they usually rely on muscle memory instead of your memory, the memory associated with your brain. But I could be wrong. It's just some random thoughts popping up to my mind, to comment and review on this part of it. This book of cures for lean purses has been termed a guide to financial understanding. That indeed is its purpose. To offer those who are ambitious for financial success an insight which will aid them to acquire money, to keep money, and to make their surpluses earn more money. In the pages which follow, we are taken back to Babylon, the cradle in which was nurtured the basic principles of finance now recognized and used. Buy ads.
Insurance in a chart.
Buy ads. In the pages which follow, we are taken back to Babylon, the cradle in which was nurtured the basic principles of finance, now recognized and used the world over. To new readers, the author is happy to extend the wish that its pages may contain for them the same inspiration for growing bank accounts, greater financial successes, and the solution of difficult personal financial problems so enthusiastically reported by readers from coast to coast. To the business executives who have distributed these tales in such generous quantities to friends, relatives, employees, and associates, the author takes this opportunity to express its gratitude. No endorsement could be higher than that of practical men who appreciate its teachings because they themselves have worked up to important successes by applying the very principles it advocates. Babylon became the wealthiest city of the ancient world because its citizens were the richest people of their time. They appreciated the value of money. They practiced sound financial principles in acquiring money, keeping money and making their money earn more money. They provided for themselves what we all desire, income for the future. Really? Let me grab another bottled water. So we have this guy called Banzer, the chariot builder of Babylon. Chapter 1, but the publisher didn't put the chapter 1 label right on the first page of chapter 1, the man who desired gold. Yeah, never mind, let's read on. Banzer, the chariot builder of Babylon, was thoroughly discouraged from his seat upon the low wall surrounding his property. He gazed sadly at his simple home and the open workshop in which stood a partially completed chariot. His wife frequently appeared at the open door. Her furtive glances in his direction reminded him that the meal bag was almost empty and he should be at work finishing the chariot, hammering and hewing, polishing and painting, stretching taut the leather over the wheel rims, preparing it for delivery so he could collect from his wealthy customer. Nevertheless, his fat, muscular body sat stolidly. Look out that. Stolidly. In a way that is calm and does not show emotion or excitement. Stolidly. Yeah, stolid. Nevertheless, his fat, muscular body sat stolidly upon the wall. His slow mind was struggling patiently with a problem for which he could find no answer. The hot tropical sun, so typical of this valley of the Euphrates, yeah, that's in the Bible, the Euphrates, beat down upon him mercilessly. Beads of perspiration formed upon his brow and trickled down unnoticed to lose themselves in the hairy jungle on his chest. Hairy jungle. Yeah. Reminds me of this. Hairy jungle down south. Yeah, so Mass Effect Gamer Group. Where is it? Slow down, Captain Planet. If you want me to put my ass on the line, I need you to bring me females with hairy jungles down south. Oh yeah. Somewhere around. I need to look it up a little bit. Slow down, Captain Planet. Where is it? Plug that hole. Where is it? Yeah, it's well, I can't even find that video on YouTube. Has it gotten cancelled? Maybe it's got cancelled. Yeah, somewhere here. Get that gunship moving now. Get that gunship moving now. Somewhere here. Pause the music a little bit.
Slow down, Captain Planet.
If you want me to put my ass on the line, I need your people to bring me females with hairy jungles down south.
Oh yeah.
But bro, here's
I want off this planet.
Yeah, that's that. I want off this planet. So yeah, here beyond his home towered the high terraced walls surrounding the king's palace. Nearby, cleaving the blue heavens, was the painted tower of the Temple of Bel. In the shadow of such grandeur was his simple home, and many other far less neat and well cared for. Babylon was like this, a mixture of grandeur and squalor, of dazzling wealth and direct poverty, crowded together without plan or system within the protecting walls of the city. Yeah, so even back then, yeah, it was a highly uneven, unequal world, apparently. Yes, as Jesus said, "For I am not with you always, but the poor you will have among you always." Not direct quote unquote, but you get the key idea here. So on this freaking planet, we will always have poor people. Yeah. Next we have behind him, had he cared to turn and look, the noisy chariots of the rich jostled and crowded aside the sandaled tradesmen as well as the barefooted beggars. Even the rich was forced to turn into the gutters to clear the way for the long lines of slave water carriers. On the king's business, each bearing a heavy goatskin of water to be poured upon the hanging gardens. Banzer was too engrossed in his own problem to hear or heed the confused hubbub of the busy city. It was the unexpected twangling of the strings from a familiar leak. Don't know about this word. That's why probably it contributes to my stuttering, since I don't really, read a lot of, fictions. Oh yeah, lyre. An ancient musical instrument consisting of a U-shaped frame with strings attached to it. Even if you translate that into Japanese or Mandarin Chinese, it's called Li La Qin. Don't even know. Freaking obscure word. Yeah, it's freaking obscure. Don't know. Never mind. It's bound to happen. It was the unexpected twangling of the strings from a familiar lyre that aroused him from his reverie. What's this word? So many new vocabs. Reverie, a state of having pleasant dream-like thoughts.
Reverie.
Okay.
Reverie.
Does that mean daydreaming? Yeah, it does mean daydreaming. One way or another, yeah. Reverie.
Reverie. Reverie.
Yeah, reverie. It's reverie. It is what it is. Look up Wikipedia. A daydream. Yeah, it does mean daydream. He turned and looked. So it was unexpected twangling of the strings from a familiar lyre that aroused him from his reverie. He turned and looked into the sensitive, smiling face of his best friend, Corby, the musician. May the gods bless thee with great liberality, my good friend, began Corby with an elaborate salute. Yet it does appear they have already been so generous. Thou needest not to labor. I rejoice with thee in thy good fortune. More, I would even share it with thee, pray. For thy purse, which must be bulging, else thou wouldest be busy in yon shop. Extract but 2 humble shekels, and lend them to me until after the nobles' feast this night. Thou wilt not miss them ere they are returned. Yeah, I swear this word also appeared in the Bible. A long air, yeah. Before in time, yeah. Preposition or a conjunction. I was driven for some half mile. I was driven for some mile. We stopped. Yeah, not air. Before a specific time. We hope you will return ere long. Yeah, Thou wilt not miss them ere they are returned. If I did have 2 shekels, Banzer responded gloomily. To no one could I lend them, not even to you, my best friends. For they would be my fortune, my entire fortune. No one lends his entire fortune, not even to his best friend. What? Exclaimed Corby with genuine surprise. Thou hast not shekel in thy purse, yet sit like a statue. upon a wall. Why not complete that chariot? How else canst thou provide thy noble appetite? Tis not like thee, my friend. Where is thine endless energy? Doth something distress thee? Have gods brought to thee troubles? A torment from the gods it must be. Banzer agreed. It began with a dream, a senseless dream, in which I thought I was a man of means. From my belt hung a handsome purse, heavily with coins. There were shekels which I cast with careless freedom to the beggars. There were pieces of silver, with which I did buy finery for my wife and whatever I did desire for myself. There were pieces of gold, which made me feel assured of the future and unafraid to spend the silver. A glorious feeling of contentment was within me. You would not have known me for thy hard-working friend, nor wouldst have known my wife. So free from wrinkles was her face, and shining with happiness. She was again the smiling maiden of our early married days. A pleasant dream indeed, commented Coffee. But why should such pleasant feelings as it aroused turn thee into a glum statue upon the wall? Why indeed? Because when I awoke and remembered how empty was my purse, a feeling of rebellion swept over me. Let us talk it over together. For as the sailors do say, we ride in the same boat. We too, as the youngsters, we went together to the priest to learn wisdom. As young men, we shared each other's pleasures. As grown men, we have always been close friends. We have been contented subjects of our kind. We have been satisfied to work long hours and spend our earnings freely. We have earned much coin in the years that have passed. Yet to know the joys that come from wealth, we must dream about them. Bah! Are we more than dumb sheep? We live. So apparently the concept of sheeples or NPCs arose far earlier than I initially thought. So in this book we can see, are we more than dumb sheep? Yeah, sheep are pretty dumb. Yeah, a sheep. You know, a group of sheep or a sheep are both quite dumb and mindless creatures. Yeah. And you know, I'm speaking of sheep. My zodiac is sheep. So let's read on. Bah! Are we more than dumb sheep? We live in the richest city in all the world. The travelers do say none equals the travelers do say none equals it in wealth. About us is much display of wealth, but of it we ourselves have not. After half a lifetime of hard labor, thou, my best friend, hast an empty purse and sayest to me, may I borrow such a trifle as 2 shekels until after the nobleman's feast this night? Then what do I reply? Do I say, here's my purse, its contents will I gladly share? No, I admit that my purse is as empty as thine. What is the matter? Why cannot we acquire silver and gold, more than enough for food and robes? Consider also our sons. Banzer continued. Are they not following in the footsteps of their fathers? Need they and their families and their sons and their sons' families live all their lives in the midst of such treasures of gold, and yet, like us, be content to banquet upon sewer goat's milk and porridge? Never, in all the years of our friendship, didst thou talk like this before, Banzer. Kobe was puzzled. Never in Never in all those years did I think like this before. From early dawn until darkness stopped me, I have labored to build the finest chariots any man could make, soft-heartedly, hoping someday the gods would recognize my worthy deeds and bestow upon me great prosperity. This they have never done. At last, I realize this they will never do. Therefore, my heart is sad. I wish to be man of means. I wish to own lands and cattle, to have fine robes and coins in my purse. I am willing to work for these things with all the strength in my back, with all the skill in my hands, with all the cunning in my mind. But I wish my labors to be fairly rewarded. What is the matter with us? Again, I ask you, why cannot we have our just share of the good things so plentiful for those who have the gold with which to buy them? Yeah, that's worth pondering. Would I know an answer? Kobe replied. No better than thou am I satisfied. My earnings from my lyre are quickly gone. Often must I plan and scheme that my family be not hungry. Also, within my breast is a deep longing for a lyre large enough that it may truly sing the strings of music that do surge through my mind. With such an instrument, could I make music finer than even the king has heard before? Such a lyre thou shouldst have. No one in all Babylon could make it sing more sweetly, could make it sing so sweetly. Not only the king, but the gods themselves would be delighted. But how mayest thou secure it, while we both of us are as poor as the king's slaves? Listen to the bell, here they come. He pointed to the long column of half-naked, sweating water-bearers plodding laboriously up the narrow street from the river. 5 abreast they marched, each bent under a heavy goatskin of water. A fine figure of a man, he who doth lead them. Kobe indicated the wearer of the bell who marched in front without a load, a prominent man in his own country. 'Tis easy to see. There are many good figures in the line, Benson agreed. As good men as we, tall, blonde, but without the E. Let's look it out. Are blonde the same as blonde? Oh, they are. Okay. Blonde and blonde are 2 spellings of the same word. If you want to follow the traditional spelling convention, use blonde with ending with E for girls and women, and blonde without E for boys and men. Okay, I see. Blonde. Blondie. There are many good figures in the line, Vance agreed, as good men as we, tall, blonde men from the north, laughing black men from the south, little brown men from the nearer countries, all marching together from the river to the gardens, back and forth, day after day, year after year, not of happiness to look forward to, beds of straw upon which to sleep, hard grain porridge to eat. Pity the poor brutes, Kobe. Pity them I do, yet thou dost make me see how little better off are we. Free men though we call ourselves. That is truth, Kobe. Unpleasant thought though it be, we do not wish to go on year after year living slavish, slavish. Slavish or Slavish? I should restart my computer somehow. Slavish.
Slavish.
Yeah, not Slavish. Slavish. Slavish.
Slavish.
Slavish.
Slavish.
That is the truth, Colby. Unpleasant thought though it be, we do not wish to go on year after year living slavish lives, working, getting nowhere. Yeah, that I suppose describes most of people on planet Earth, and that actually at the moment includes me. I don't know somehow, but almost for every 7 days, I have to restart my computer. When connected to a VPN, pretty much non-stop. So yes, there are times, there are instances, where I just put my, my computer, my Dell Latitude PC, to a sleep mode, so that the session is kept in memory and puts the computer in a low power state so that I can quickly resume working on it. I don't know, yes, and this computer is running Windows 7. Yeah, let's try to finish this chapter before we restart my computer. Might we not find out how others acquire gold, do as they do? Colby inquired. Perhaps there is some secret we might learn if we but sought from those who knew, replied Banzer thoughtfully. This very day, suggested Colby. I did pass our old friend Arcad riding in his garden chariot. This I will say. He did not look over my humble head as many in his station might consider his right. Instead, he did wave his hand that all onlookers might see him pay greetings and bestow his smile of friendship upon Colby, the musician. He is claimed to be the richest man in all Babylon. Banzer mused. So rich the king is said to seek his golden aid in affairs of the treasury, Colby replied. So rich, Banzer interrupted. I fear if I should meet him in the darkness of the night, I should lay my hands upon his fat wallet. Nonsense, reproved Colby. Nonsense. A man's wealth is not in the purse he carries. A fat purse quickly empties if there be no golden stream to refill it. Our cat has an income that constantly keeps his purse full, no matter how liberally he spends. Income, that is the thing. Ejaculate. Why does he have to say ejaculate? That's such a... Since it carries with such a nasty denotation, ejaculation means to fab to come, to fab to reach orgasm. That's so nasty. Income, that's the thing, ejaculated Banzer. I wish an income that will keep flowing into my purse, whether I sit upon the wall or travel to far lands. Our cat must know how a man can make an income for himself. Dost suppose it is something he could make clear to a mind as slow as mine? Methinks. Is there such word as methinks? Oh yes, it is. It seems to me, methinks, archaic, humorous. So yeah, there is actually such word as methink. Yeah, methinks. Somehow I can't look up Cambridge dictionary here, as it's it shows this shit. But yeah, I have to restart my computer sooner or later. Methinks. Why? Yeah, it's kind of humorous. Methinks he did teach his knowledge to his son. Non, monsieur. Kobe responded, Did he not go to Nineveh? And so it is told at the inn, become, without aid from his father, one of the richest men in that city. Kobe, thou bringest to me a rare thought. A new light gleamed in Banser's eyes. It costs nothing to ask wise advice from a good friend, and Arcad was always that. Never mind though our purses be as empty as the falcon's nest of a year ago. Let that not detain us. We are weary of being without gold in the midst of plenty. We wish to become men of means. Come, let us go to Arcad and ask how we also may acquire incomes for ourselves. Thou speakest with true inspiration, Banser. Thou bringest to my mind a new understanding. Thou makest me to realize the reason why we have never found any measure of wealth. We never sought it. Thou hast labored patiently to build the staunchest chariots in Babylon. To that purpose was devoted your best endeavors. Therefore, at it thou didst succeed. I strove to become a skillful lyre player, and at it I did succeed. In those things toward which we exerted our best endeavors, we succeeded. The gods were content to let us continue thus. Now at last we see a light, bright like that from the rising sun. It bideth us to learn more than we may prosper more. With a new understanding, we shall find honorable ways to accomplish our desires. Let us go to Arcad this very day. Banser urged. Also, let us ask our other friends of our boyhood days, who have fared no better than ourselves, to join us, that they, too, may share in his wisdom. Thou wert ever thus thoughtful of thy friends, Banser. Therefore hast thou many friends. It shall be as thou sayest. We go this day and take them with us. Yeah, the rich have many friends, as the proverb says in the Bible. Amen. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and bringing me to the end of this video. Yeah, let's take a break. Until next time, if God's still willing, au revoir. Thank you very much for watching and your kind patronage. Stay safe and cheers, bye.